Yeah. Yeah. Y'all like that? Y'all like that AI tracking? Wherever I go, the camera follows. Because you know the camera gonna have to follow the hunch out. So you're probably wondering, how does a broke dude like me afford a camera like this? The truth is, I'm rich in relationship. Now, you're probably saying thinking that's the corniest thing that I've ever heard. And, you know, if you think by the worldly standards, you're probably right. However, the truest thing about this world, whether you believe this or not, we are better together. The more people you add to something, the better and more likely it will succeed. Y'all watching this video on SDG, if you follow my YouTube and Twitch channel on Azzy Huncho, subscribe. We're trying to hit 500 by the end of this year. You'll clearly see that I have not done this alone. None of this would happen unless I didn't have people with me, people behind me, people beside me, supporting me and egging me on and encouraging me every step of the way. Now, some of you know this and some of you don't, but it costs a lot of money just to try and start being a YouTuber or a streamer. First of all, there are so many different things that we need to have. One, an Elgato capture card, and that's what I use to capture the gameplay that you're watching right now. Two, a microphone. Y'all want to hear me, right?
Nope.
I want to sound crispy and quality. On top of that, you're gonna need a laptop of some sort or a computer or whatever. When I first started this, I had a laptop, a MacBook Pro 2017. On top of that, I'm a personable guy. You don't need this, but I wanted a webcam because I like to connect face to face. So all of that together is gonna run you a pretty steep bill. But the most beautiful thing about all this is that I got this completely free.
What?
And this is why I believe truly that the Lord has called me to this, because when the Lord invites us to something, He provides the way. And literally, I wanted to start playing video games and sharing about my faith in Jesus Christ on this platform specifically. And the Lord gave me everything to the point where I didn't have to spend a dime. Like I said, I needed a laptop and I got a MacBook Pro for free from my homie JJ. I was looking for a laptop because I needed a new laptop. I had an old MacBook Pro, so I looked on Instagram and I said, yo, is anybody willing to sell an old MacBook that they're not using anymore? And my buddy JJ hits me up, yeah, come on over and I'll let you have it. And I said, okay, cool. So I get there and he said, and also don't worry about any money. I'm giving this to you for free. I want you to chase your dreams. I said, no freaking way. Second, my homie Devin, I told him about my dream years ago. This is actually before the MacBook. He said, dude, you want my Elgato? I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I have an old Elgato that I don't use anymore because I used to be a streamer. If you want it, it's yours. I said, of course I want it. He gave me a free Elgato capture card. The best kind, the most expensive kind. He gave it to me for free. Third, the microphone. You wouldn't hear my voice otherwise. Big shout out to my boy
Freelancer.
because he gave me the mic that I currently use for free. And when I first started up and I told another friend, my friend David, about it, I said, bro, if you want a webcam, I got one. It's only like a $20 webcam, but hey, it's better than nothing. I said, absolutely. Everything that I needed to start this thing was given to me by God's people, His children, people who love Jesus and love me. All of those people that I listed were people who are followers of Jesus, who believe in Him and want to see me share what they believe that I can share. Dude, I'm like editing this right now and I'm just like, I was not hype enough at the fact that like literally, bro, everything was given to me. Like that kind of generosity, you don't even see that outside of followers of Jesus as much, hardly ever. But bro, people are giving away free things without me asking to support a foolish child's dream that I had. Like that is literally, can we just like bro, that shows the goodness and the kindness of God. But literally the fact that I knew all these people and I've cultivated all those relationships and they all led up to that right there speaks volumes. Like I didn't have the money. I never would have had the money. I would have never started this if I had to go out of my way and buy all this stuff by myself. But the fact that people coincidentally kept giving me free stuff after free stuff after free stuff that all worked out to culminate into what you are watching today, bro. That is literally insane, bro. I can't get over that. I got a friend, her name is Leanne. And she had been super supportive, watching my YouTube videos, and she was a huge fan of what I was doing. And she hits me up and she says, hey Azzy, do you use a fancy webcam or what's your setup look like? And I was like, nah, it's just an old one that a friend gave me that he let me have. And I was like, why? Are you finna start streaming? Like, are you trying to look into what you use? And she said, no, we have an old webcam that we don't really use and we've been wanting to give it away to somebody and we figured you'd be the perfect one. Pause just to say, look at this quality, bro. Like, look at how good it looks all super good. And that's because of the gift that she gave me. And she said, we want to give you this webcam for free. $200 gift, by the way. And I got it about a month later, and since then I've been using this webcam. Also, one more thing, if you haven't watched my video I posted last Saturday, go check that one out, because the example of my dad's kindness and him giving me a new phone is another example of this, because literally I need to use this in order to promote this. So literally having this would be very helpful in posting my content on TikTok and on Instagram and stuff like that in order to promote my channel. So even that falls into this category as well. The greatest gift that you have ever been given is people. The richest people in the world aren't people who just have a bunch of money, because money and treasures will fade. Money is stuff that you can't take with you when you leave this world. But the most valuable thing on this earth is people. God himself, when he created earth, when he created humans, after he created everything this world has to offer, he created humans and he said, very good. He created the world and he said, it is good, it looks good, you know, this is great, blah, blah, blah. But then he created humans, and the word in the Hebrew was tov meod, which meant very good. And actually it's even better than very good. It's like the very, 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 very best. The best of the best of the very, very best. Nothing could possibly be better than you and I. That's what God feels about us. Everything you see in this world, mountains, lakes, trees, whatever you think that's beautiful, that's naturally made, and even things that humans have made, nothing can compare to what God made, and that's you and I. And when you have people around you who support you, who believe in you, who love you, and who want to see you do well, you are richer, because some of the richest people in the world have a lot of friends, but those friends are only there because of the money that they have. But if you're the poorest man on earth and you have a family that loves you, friends who care about you, and people around you who support you and want to see you, the best you emerge, then you, my friend, are one of the richest people on earth. And even richer than that, if you have the Holy Spirit of Jesus in you, you have all that you need. So just a reminder, like, of course, I don't think it's inherently bad or wrong to desire or want things. I think it's very natural. But just remember, those things will never match the beauty and the reality of friendship, the goodness of friendship. Mind you, Solomon, the richest man in the history of the world, or one of the richest men to ever exist, had everything he had to offer. He had a ton of wives, he had a ton of money, and he ended up writing that living alone is meaningless. Right here in Ecclesiastes chapter 4 verse 9, he says, two are better than one, because they have a good return for their work. If one falls down, his friend can help him up, but pity the man who falls and has no one to help him up. Also, if two lie down together, they will keep warm. But how can one keep warm alone? Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves, and a cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. Or he was a king. He was a rich king with a ton of wives. He had all of that and more, and still decided the best thing that you could have is somebody by your side. Anyway, thanks so much for listening to this video. My name is Isaac Huncho. This video, Sorry for the Glory. Peace.